All right, just jamming some tunes here on Monday. Let me mute this. There we go. Okay, I want to talk about today your organizational chart for your contracting business. Let me just pull this up, make sure you can see me. I got it flipped so everything's not backwards. All right, there we go. Looks like you can see me. I'm going to put this down on the floor, and I am going to play it. So it's playing with the volume off, so that way I'll at least be able to hopefully see what's going on. So I was going to have Dakota today come and video all this, but I need to do it on my own because we got some crazy winds here in Colorado Springs, and semis are like flipping over and stuff, so it's kind of crazy. So anyway, so I don't know. Hopefully the internet connection doesn't totally bite for you right now. Okay, so let me just look real quick at some comments here if anything's come in. Nice shirt, that's right, got my Order a Man Iron Council shirt on. So if you're a dude and you're not in the Order a Man group on Facebook and joining the Iron Council mentorship thing, coaching group, you should join. So listen, I want to talk quickly of how a football team relates to positions in your business, okay? Guys, when we have a football team and you got each position here, okay? All the positions have a job to do. They have a role in the organization, on the team. So these guys here, okay, this is your center. His job is to snap the ball. It's to identify what type of defensive front they're facing, and he sets protection and tells these other guys how they're going to block things up, okay? So generally, these guys are called linemen, and these are guards, and these are tackles. Now, as a group of linemen, their role in the organization is to block the piss out of people. It's to make holes so that we can run the ball, okay? It's to protect the quarterback if we're passing the ball. Their job isn't to go catch passes. It's not to run the ball and do things like that. This homie over here is a tight end. We call him a Y. He's kind of a hybrid lineman who's going to block and help. It's usually a bigger dude, taller, got good hands, good speed, because we're going to throw him out into pass routes on occasion. Okay? Two guys on the edges are wide receivers. Okay? Depending on the offense, X or Z, whatever you want to call them. This guy's kind of a cross between a tight end and a running back and a receiver. He's kind of a hybrid type guy. So he can block, he can carry the ball, he can catch passes and things like that. Then you got your tailback back here, or your running back. His job, okay, is to carry the football and to get yards and get in the end zone. On occasion, if they're passing the ball, he might stay in and help block a linebacker. That's his job. It's spelled out for him. Let me just make sure I didn't lose connection because it sucks today. All right. Quarterback, he is your CEO. He's the field general. Okay? He's identifying the fronts. He's helping to set protection. He's audibling when shit doesn't look right. He's responsible to get us out of a bad play. All right? So I want to show you quickly the most basic play in football is called the power play, and each person has a job. So let's say that we want to run our power to this side, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to block down. His job is to block down. His job is to block backside, because this guy is going to pull and he's going to wrap up inside, or he's going to kick out depending on the offense you're running. This cat here is going to go block this backer. This guy's going to shuffle in and he can lead up through the hole and block there. This guy's going to run the ball here. He needs to get upfield and head this guy off. He needs to get upfield and head this guy off. He needs to go downfield and throw a block. And this guy will probably run a pass route or do something to distract him, to keep him from folding over and making a tackle. Okay? So that's just a very basic play, but everyone has a job. So if this play doesn't work, okay, if this guy here doesn't block him and make this guy go this way instead of across his face, he failed in his job. And we look at a game film and we go, hey, Cat, you didn't do your damn job because you didn't take the right first step, you didn't get your head across, whatever. Okay? Everybody has a role on every job, and it's measured. All right? So, how does this apply to your contracting business? All right. I want to encourage you, make sure we're good here still. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody like do something because it's weird, but whatever. It's like freezing on me, so hopefully you got this. The CEO is like your quarterback. And if you're the owner of your business, you're the quarterback. You're the one who is guiding the vision of the business. You're the one responsible for putting the pieces together, moving guys into the right place, getting out of a bad play when we have one, and seeing things that other people don't see in the organization because that's your skill set. Okay, that is your job. Hopefully you have a marketing position, and a sales position, and an operations position, and an admin position. And this should really be, you know, I should have written like office manager, because then this person could have, you know, an admin assistant. There could be a bookkeeper, okay, someone doing the books and things like that, because these are their jobs. Operations is who's in charge of the field, okay? So let's work through this. As a CEO, now check this out. You might be the CEO, the marketing guy, the sales guy, and the operations guy right now, and the office manager. Shoot, you might be running a job. You might be writing content and doing your website and all this other garbage. But nonetheless, these positions still exist. So the reason that you want to take some time, put together an organizational chart, is to figure out what the company's going to look like in the next few years, and which of these do I want to get myself out of first. And hopefully, it's the ones that you're not good at, right? So as the CEO, I got to have somebody, a person, a role that is responsible for driving leads to the business. Creating marketing messages and making sure things happen online and we're visible in the community and all that good stuff. Then when those leads come in, I got to have somebody who's going to go out there and make some money and sell these jobs, okay? And they need to be responsible and held accountable for that. Operations, after we get a lead and we sell the lead, what happens next? We send it to the guys or the gals that actually do the work. Well, somebody's got to be responsible for putting that on the calendar and making sure expectations are communicated to the crews, okay, and the people down here. And again, maybe you got some laborers, whatever those positions are, all right, but as an operations person overseeing this, I need to talk to the salesperson on the job, and I need to have a meeting and go, hey, what's the objective on this job? How do we get the ball into the end zone, right? And the sales guy might be like, yeah, it's all in the paperwork. You know, they're really concerned about this. This was their pain. This is why they chose us. They're really nervous about spending 10 grand more with us, but I assured them that we'd take good time. It's important for your operations person to know that and communicate it to who's going to be running the job. Now, this guy's in charge of fulfilling that on the job. And then he needs to communicate to his assistant foreman and his laborers and the people on his job what the objective is and what their role is in the organization. Okay? Office manager. Hey, who's going to do the invoicing? Who's going to do the books? Okay? Maybe there's administrative tasks that need to be done. Okay? And maybe it's writing some content. You move that over here. Nonetheless, guys, here's the deal. I want to encourage you to go through your business right now, map out what you want it to look like 3 years from now. Okay? What is this going to look like ideally in your business 3 years from now? What roles? Don't think people. Don't put Johnny or Billy or Susie. Okay? What are the roles? Then you need to write a job description for every role in the business. Okay, the job description is how they add value to the company, what requirements are needed, okay, what skills are needed, what education is needed, what does it pay, what is the pay range, how do we measure your performance, how do I know if you're doing a good job? I don't know if you can see this, but over here to the football one, how do I know if this guard is doing his job every week? Well, when we watch the film, if he's kicking the shit out of him and he ain't making tackles, we know he's doing his job, okay? So same thing back here with your company. How do you know your marketing guy is doing his job? How do you know your salesperson's doing his job? You have to measure this stuff. So hopefully, guys, this little analogy gives you some insight and it's just a different way of thinking about your company. It is like no different than a team. Okay, no different. This team, this could have been a football analogy. This could have been an Oh, my phone was ringing, so I don't know what you guys saw there. Listen, if I'm in a band, I played in bands for years. I'm a drummer. The drummer has a job. The bass player has a job. The singer has a job. Everyone has a role, and you can't be stepping on each other's feet. All right? If my football analogy guy here, the guard says, well, I don't feel like blocking today. I'm going to run out for a pass. Totally screws the team up, right? All right, so you've got to be clear on what you want your company to look like and assign roles first, then job descriptions, then figure out who the best fit for each of these roles are. And the goal here is, as the CEO, you eventually work yourself out of all these other roles and you just guide the vision of the company. All right? Hopefully that helps. Motor hard. Have a great week.